As some things change, some things always stay the same, right? Some shit like that. Hi, been a while. Welcome back to 68 hours of doing whatever the fuck I kind of feel like. Where have I been? Great question. Remember that gallery I told you about? The one with the pottery? Yeah, finished that, presented that, sold that. It was one of the coolest nights of my life, something I've dreamed about since I was a kid. Kind of regret my outfit though, can't lie about that. Even the painting itself is something I have some regrets about, to be honest with you. I didn't take you along for the process of making it because I kind of didn't want to.
You know, in my past life, I studied here. And so I feel very at home whenever I walk through these doors. But don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure I'm the only first OCAD grad that later to serve as your mayor, maybe, yeah? And we know that art is powerful. Everyone can be an artist. In fact, everyone is an artist. Even me, I occasionally still consider myself an artist.
Which is weird. The whole point of this 68 hours was to take you along into my painting process, but I always feel so stiff when I know you're watching. But I got through it. This piece, I mean. This piece, if you remember, is based off of a piece of pottery I was randomly assigned. The project was a fundraiser for a pottery studio in Toronto, Inspiration Studios, which is essentially a safe haven for underprivileged women in the city. I had the privilege of touring the studio a couple months ago. Sorry, I didn't get any footage, but it was a mesmerizing place, to be honest. The whole place had this sort of radiating warmth about it that I can't really explain. If you're in Toronto, though, I definitely recommend checking it out. The studio doubles as a storefront where a variety of their beautiful handmade pottery is up for sale. It's some great stuff. And if you're lucky, you'll get to meet some of the artists that made it too, which is always pretty awesome. Anyway, it was an interesting project. I don't know if I've talked about this already, but a few months ago, I set a goal for myself. I want to be in 10 galleries/shows before 2025. Inspiration Studios was the second gallery in that goal. It might have been the catalyst that set the goal, though, honestly. It felt like such a rush to see that many people actually experience my painting. I got to watch as people walked by, looked at my painting, gave it the elevator eyes, maybe shook their head, kept walking. Some people discussed it with their friends, some people just kept moving, It was interesting. Anyway, back to the gallery goal thing. My first was in February, second in March, Inspiration Studios. I had a third one in March too, and I'm curating the fourth for May. I'm showing one in June, praying for a couple strays this summer, but they're not looking too hot. However, I have a big one planned for August, a huge gallery opportunity, but we'll get back to that later. For now, we're in early March, as the snow melts into spring. One of the goal galleries that I'm co-curating, it's a group of nail technicians that have been hired by a community center that's partnered with OCAD, my university, who's facilitating a series of workshops to create works that will be shown in May. The theme of this show is Spices of Life. Where I come in is that I am one of two workshop hosts, or leaders you could say. My other one is the one you see doing a printmaking demonstration, Z. Very awesome, very cool. We, along with my professor Ian, are the brains behind the operation, more or less. The nail technicians are pure talent. We get them what they need, what they want, and pull the strings behind the scenes. The work I've gotten glimpses of so far are fucking awesome, and they had such a cool variety of materials too. I got to play with Play-Doh, and damn, I fucking love that stuff. Have you guys eaten that stuff? It's bizarrely salty? Anyway, love it. I love the smell too. In the meanwhile though, school and my office job keep me busy. Finals this year is whooping my ass. It's hard and ruthless, but I get through it. With the help of some friends, some laughs, and a metric ass ton of caffeine, I filmed some bits and pieces of an all-nighter my friend Rita and I pulled. It was kind of sick, actually. We stocked up on Monster and instant ramen and rented these projectors from school. This project was one of 4 other critiques I had to present in a 2-week span. Anyway, it was fun. Half decent, though I'm not too thrilled about the painting I produced that night. I'd rate it probably a solid 6.7 out of 10. Maybe I'll show it to you someday, but not today. April's always kind of a weird month for me. It feels so narcissistic to say it's because it's my birthday month, but that is kind of the reason. Otherwise, it'd kind of just be like any other month, a passing page from winter to summer, the peak of spring. But it is my birthday month, this year my 20th, and my mom and I celebrated by getting me tattooed. My first. Pretty easy, okay, cool.
Survive?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I loved it. It was awesome. And the footage, you can also hear me like when he tattooed me for like the first time, the first stroke. Like, y'all, at first I was so fucking scared. I literally thought I would faint because I'm afraid of needles. The last time I got my blood drawn, I literally fainted because fuck that. I'm a bad bitch, but I'm not that bad. Anyway, but then he did it, and I was like, oh, that's not even that bad. That's not even that bad. So I conquered that, and I loved it, and I love her. It's a little bowl.
Happy birthday.
To celebrate finishing finals, I took myself out to the opera. Well, actually my friend took me and we saw Don Pascal, which the Metropolitan Opera summarizes beautifully. Quote, Don Pascal is the story of an old bachelor, Don Pascal, who plans to marry in order to punish his rebellious nephew, Ernesto, who is in love with the young widow, Norina. Pascal wants an heir so he can cut the young man off without a penny. He consults Dr. Malatesta, who suggests, as a bride, his own beautiful younger sister, end quote. It's a twisted little story, cheeky and strange, but classically beautiful, somehow. There's a lot of cool clips here. I really did really enjoy this opera. In the same week, we and our other friend saw Nicki Minaj in concert. That was pretty sick too. Ah, the duality of man. So, all in all, April's a pretty sick month. My tattoo's healing nicely, though no one told me how fucking itchy tattoos were. I didn't expect that at all. During the healing process, when they get all flaky, the flakiness is just, oh, I feel like a little lizard. Like, free me. Oh, it was rough, but now it's healed and it's all good. And it looks fucking awesome, if I do say so myself. All too soon, spring has blossomed into May. In spring, I keep busy with some stuff we'll get into soon. Mostly the big gallery I have planned for the August project. I took a little time off where I could, between busy days that clumped and blurred together, and spent it with people I love. I went to Pulse's launch party, OCAD's Creative Writing magazine, and it was awesome. I saw some awesome performances there. Between the work and monotony, I still found the time for my shenanigans. Priorities.
Bye. Come on, you gotta keep going.
And of course, planning what I'm gonna do with you. Yes, you, 68 hours project, but I think we've got it kind of under control from here. Until next time, love always, Kyra K.